And I'm gonna pose a question to the audience. Well, then I'm gonna pose another question too. Yeah. The question is, it's four of us up here, and they always say you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say, right?
To the covers,
One of us on this panel is a millionaire. Can you guys be the judge of which one it is? But we ain't gonna answer that question right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet you'll be surprised on exactly who it is. It ain't who you think it is. But anyway, okay, check this out. The question for this panel for today's episode is, and it's relevant to the millionaire status, you know what I'm saying? The question is working a 9 to 5 a waste of time? Or do people overhype the idea of entrepreneurship? Let me ask that question one more time so everybody can understand.
Run it back for the audience.
Yeah, so I run it back for the audience.
Talk to the camera.
Is working a 9 to 5 a waste of your time? Or do people overhype the idea of entrepreneurship? Now, I got my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure my boy Weezy got his opinion. My boy N.O., you know what I'm saying, got his opinion. And my brother from, you know what I'm saying, you already know the quote, Jinx got his opinion. You see what I'm saying? But what we're going to do, we're going to start with my brother N.O. We're going to start with my brother N.O. We're going to start with him. And we're going to ask him that, we're going to propose that question to you. Is working a 9 to 5 a waste of your time? Or are people overrating the idea of entrepreneurship? What you got?
The answer initially, no. Over 9 to 5 is not a waste of time.
Okay.
The entrepreneurship is definitely overrated, overblown.
Okay.
But it's necessary.
Man, I like that.
I like that.
Let me let him finish. We're going to let him finish. Go ahead.
I'm going to let you do that.
It's necessary. But it's overblown because people make it to seem like it's this big fantasy. That shit is a lot of work.
Woo!
Only the strong
Speak on it.
Only the strong gonna survive.
We need a drop for that shit. Speak on. We need to have a drop like that. Speak on it.
Only the strong gonna survive.
Okay.
And you need a little balance. So that 9 to 5 will give you some
guarantee. A lot of balance.
That 9 to 5 will give you some guarantee.
Okay.
And that entrepreneurship gonna give you a little bit of freedom. So I think that it's necessary to have a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
That's my opinion.
That's okay. All right, Weezy, we're gonna go to you. What you got, Weezy? What you think?
I like what he said. When he said a little bit of balance, I'm gonna say a lot of balance. And there's somebody who do both.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship ain't for everybody.
No, it's definitely not.
You got to get into it though.
It's nice to say you work for yourself.
I'm the boss.
Or you the boss and all of that.
Tell the bill come.
At the end of the day, do it fit your lifestyle.
Okay.
If you able to get a nice, I'm a balanced person.
Okay.
I think work-life balance is important. I think it's very important because we only got so much time here.
That's
but
true.
we want to make the most money we can as while we here.
Okay.
But we also want to be as free as we can while we here. That's the only reason people don't like 9 to 5 because you got to be somewhere at a certain time.
Structure, yeah.
It's structured, you know what I mean?
Right.
But some people need that structure because if they got to do it for themselves, they can't. Some people can't get up and get out and move and hustle the way they supposed to. Okay. And also when you're an entrepreneur, you got to have good money skills.
Money management.
You know what I mean? You got to have good money management skills. You know what I mean? And if you, let's say you can get up and get out, but your money management skills is not on.
Right.
It's not going to work for you. You know what I mean? Everything got to be aligned. You got to have the hustle, the mind, the money management skills. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot that go into. People don't know. It's a lot that go into.
Right.
You know, entrepreneurship. You gotta manage. You gotta make the money. Figure out how to make the money. Manage the money. Save the money. Possibly distribute the money, depending on how big the business is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot that go into it. But a 9 to 5, like he said, it's dependable. You know what I mean? You know it's gonna come in. And a lot of people use the 9 to 5 to get to the entrepreneurship.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You use the 9 to 5 to to make some money, to put yourself in a better position, to have freedom or to make more money. You know what I mean? So it's just, like I said, you know, entrepreneurship, it's a great thing, but it's not for everybody. It's a lot of work. You know, entrepreneurs not able to have days off or time off, or, you know, when you go to work, you know, you work Monday through Friday, whatever your schedule is, and you off. If you're an entrepreneur, you pretty much have an on-call job. So meaning, when I'm doing my thing, I want to be off on Saturday, but for what I do requires me to work on Saturday, because that's when the money flow.
Right. Money on day.
Money on day. Kind of like a barber.
Money on day.
A barber can't take a Saturday off,
right.
because a Saturday, that's that money on day. A barber take a Saturday off.
Saturday make up for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So you got to be willing to have those sacrifices. A lot of sacrifice go into entrepreneurship, and you just got to be ready to sacrifice. But at the end, if you do it right, at the end is when you can see very favorable results. You know what I mean? If you do it right, it could be very favorable results, and that's what make it worthwhile. You know what I mean? That's just
Appreciate that. What you got, Mr. Jenks? What's your thought on this process?
Can you?
I will repeat the question. The question is working a 9 to 5 a waste of time, or do people overhype the idea of entrepreneurship?
No, it's not a waste of time. 9 to 5 is your first business partner.
Okay.
If you go to that first job and you work that 9 to 5, they're teaching you logistics. They are teaching you how to do money management. They'll teach you how to deal with employees. They'll teach you how to deal with yourself. They're teaching you psychological aspects, mental, spiritual. Because when you become an entrepreneur, you become a one-man band. Meaning that
speak on it.
you become everything.
You take a shot of that, huh?
Right.
You become
One-man band.
12 people within one person. And so
you become the owner, you become the manager, you become HR, you become, you know what I'm saying?
You're doing all the jobs in one. And you complain about that shit on the 9 to 5.
Right.
But when you're doing it in the entrepreneurship,
you become that.
You all of that. Because at 9 to 5, you only want to do that one thing they paying you for.
Yep, that's your job.
Nigga, the mechanic and the accountant.
Here's what I want the young people to know today. If I'm looking in this camera being transparent, that 40 hours becomes 120 hours.
Quick.
That's the information.
Immediately.
That's the information.
Hey, hold on. Gene, say that shit again. Say that shit louder. Say that shit with your chest as you say. Say that shit with your chest,
and
man.
Your tight ass
You're talking too low.
Yeah.
That's some real shit,
you know what I'm saying?
That tight ass shirt, nigga. Say that shit with your shirt. Loosen that shit up.
What
and say it again.
You know what I'm saying? What you say?
Say it again.
Everybody be quiet. Well, we got to say it because you got to
what you said?
See, with the shirt so tight, he can't say it loud.
This shit compressing their goddamn voice. And then can't breathe. And then compressing their voice. And nigga trying to show out that little ass muscle.
This is what they don't understand because
say it again.
You two critical individuals are not in your 90s, your 190s, may I say. Y'all haven't seen anything on the 200 in a few years.
Nigga, we done broke.
But one thing is, we can say what I
say though, nigga. Them 40 hours turn into what?
I said 190.
Say that.
Sound like that's skinny.
The question is a 9 to 5 a waste of time?
A good
or
job.
Do we overhype the idea of
9 to 5
entrepreneurship?
is never a waste of time because that becomes your first business partner. They teach you logistics.
Absolutely.
They teach you how to deal with yourself.
Absolutely.
Mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and only God can teach you spiritually. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the end of the day, when you learn yourself and you know that, damn, I can get out here and do this shit myself.
Reverend Dollar Bill, huh?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I like that.
Hey, you hear me, Shakita?
Reverend Dollar Bill in this bitch, huh?
Yeah, you wear these little $2,000 shirts.
Oh my God.
And to all the young niggas and the hustlers out there,
That's right.
your street shit too.
Yeah.
when you out there in the streets working and you working your pack or whatever, if you could do that shit, you could do some legit shit.
You could do some legit shit.
I'm telling you, because that shit ain't nothing no different.
It ain't no different.
It ain't nothing no different.
You know why it's a difference
right now?
It's a big difference.
Yeah,
when you ain't got to worry about the DEA, the FBI, anything they got to do with the
African. If you can motherfucking get a good product.
There you go.
Find a good source.
There you go.
Distribute. Make a profit.
Find a good buyer.
Good plug.
Save your profit. And re-up. And put the profit to the side and have your re-up money. Not blow your re-up money. That shit, a lot of niggas can't do that shit. It sound crazy. It sound like it should be easy. But you'd be surprised. A lot of these bum ass niggas can't even keep up with their re-up money. You know what I mean?
Outcast said it the best. It ain't what you make, but you save.
How much you save?
It ain't what you making, but you save. When you can save your money and live below your limit. I have mastered living below my limit, my means.
With the $2,000 shirt.
My Korean mentor told me that shit.
I live below my means, bro. I live below my means.
He was Korean motherfucker.
At the end of the day,
that is important. That is important.
At the end of the day,
always say
when they talk
beyond
your means. I learned that shit at 18 years old.
It ain't got to do with. You can make $1 million, but you spend $999,000.
I understand.
You ain't did shit. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You're the equivalent of a nigga that makes $100,000 spend 90.
You're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're right.
So when you learn to budget, right, understand what the difference between an asset and a liability is.
Guns and butter, huh?
Between that is.
Guns and the butter.
Then you can say, okay, how can I take this money that I'm making and flip it? Right. Because my goal is to make money while 50 Cent said this shit. If you don't know how to make money while you sleep, you will work till you die.
I don't think 50 Cent said that.
No, 50 Cent.
He regurgitated it.
No, 50 Cent said if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you
but
will
did
work
he say it or did he take it?
He regurgitated it.
Yeah, he regurgitated it.
50 said it
out there.
Yeah, he regurgitated it.
I don't care who he heard it from. I don't care who he said it from. If you don't learn how to make money,
that's what you heard.
If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So at the end of the day, at 13 years, serial entrepreneur. Right. I ain't got all the money in the world, but I got a lot of answers. I got a lot of answers. You understand what I'm saying? I have started multiple businesses that have been successful. And how have I been able to do that? Because I understand that the people that come before me, they had the game plan. They had the game plan. They used their 9 to 5. So don't listen to these bust ass, bum ass niggas telling you, oh, fuck your 9 to 5. That shit ain't worth nothing. Fuck that. Use your 9 to 5. That's gonna be your business partner. It's gonna teach you everything you need to know. Get out here, learn your business. Man. Hold on. You had your time to speak. I ain't done. Learn your business.
We don't have to wrap you up though.
I ain't doing. You can't wrap me up.
No, you right.
This my stage. This my stage. You can't tell me this ain't my stage. I have lived this for 12 years.
Do your thing.
I have lived this for 12 years. Not a entrepreneur. I have lived being in the essence of
both sides of the world.
Working for myself, investing my money, turn around and losing money, turn back around and investing my money in something else, and then turn back around and saying, you know what, that shit didn't work. Let me invest in this. I invested in absolute maintenance. I invested in Regency Turnkey. I invested in, damn, this shit didn't work. All right, let me invest in this stock market. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
You understand 100%. I have lost $100,000 in the market. Right. But turned around and got that shit right back. Right. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't say that I working my job is not worthy. Work your fucking job. Right. Don't ever let no one tell you that's not worthy of anything. Work your job. Let that be your business partner. Turn around, build you a business. Turn around, invest that money in some shit, invest that money in some shit, and reinvest that money in some shit. Who gives a fuck if you lose? You learn a lesson. You know what the lesson is? Don't stop. Right. You don't stop. Right. You don't stop. You don't stop. You keep going. You keep turning and flipping. That's the hustle mentality. The hustle mentality is keep turning and flipping.
Keep turning and flipping this shit. Turn the 50 into 100, 100 into 200, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, and then guess what? Guess what? At the end of the day, everybody got Michael Jordans and they selling your shit on the block.
So check it out. The nigga Jay-Z said some real shit. He said the one genius thing that we did is we didn't give up.
Don't stop.
Then it's a common denominator that every millionaire in the world, there's a one common denominator.
What's that?
They own all stocks.
They own. They own.
All of them own stocks.
Right. And something else.
And something.
Somebody took the time to do the same thing.
Somebody
to build and
say that again.
Every millionaire in the world.
Say that to the camera. It could be a what?
It could be an ETF.
And what is the ETF?
The ETF is an electronic traded fund.
Talk to him.
So every millionaire owns stocks in something. They ain't all the same.
What does an electronic traded fund do for you? When you can't get up and work, what does it do for you while you sleep?
Make money.
It make money for you. It produces dividends.
How does it make money?
It produces dividends.
Mm-hmm.
It has
exchanging hands.
It's in multiple of stocks. You have to do no thinking about it.
Right.
Where do you think your money go when you put it in the bank?
To the stock.
They use it to put it in the market.
Yeah.
To put it in the what?
The market.
Where do they put it in?
Whatever they feel like is.
They put your money in the ETF. Where does your money go?
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Yeah.
No, I'm asking you, where does your money go? If you take $100,000, you say, "Hey, Bank of America, here's $100,000." Where does your money go?
It goes into a
ETF. Your money goes into an ETF. You know why? Because they're trying to make 10x on your money before they allow you to borrow it back.
To get it back.
They allow you to borrow your money back.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're gonna make 10x. Why are they making 10x in your money? They're gonna make 10x in your money because they're gonna put it in the market. Why can't you put your money in the market?
Put your own money.
Because you don't know
I
them.
done said that.
You don't know them.
Because of information.
Yeah.
It's information.
50-year-old black men don't know nothing about IRAs.
Ooh.
Just don't know nothing about Roths.
It depends on the upbringing.
So imagine how many young niggas in the street.
You know.
Like that. Yeah, I know.
Imagine how many young niggas in the street flipping 50 bands every week. Flipping it on whatever the product they're flipping it on.
Right.
And they don't know nothing about investing.
They don't know nobody.
But why is that?
Because nobody never really taught them.
Because we didn't know better, and we have to give each other grace. We can't give each other grace because our parents didn't know, our aunties didn't know, our uncles didn't know.
Right.
Now we know better.
Yeah.
We are interconnected.
Yeah.
With the internet, we are interconnected.
And you got to look at them dollars. Them dollars is
we ain't got no excuses. We have no more excuses to say why we don't know how to process. How do we process this information? How to make money? Ain't no more excuses. So if we don't do it, we are disserving. We are disservice
the next generation.
To the next generation. Our kids, our grandkids, their kids, right?
Yeah.
So who's at fault at that point?
At that point,
us. It starts with us.
Because the information is here.
So when these young niggas talking about they ain't got no OGs, you got OGs. You don't want to tap into them because you busy trying to rob them. You trying to rob them for this little bitty drug money. But you can go get this ETF.
Or an easy way to accumulate
That's
funds.
called ETF easy money.
Yeah, easy money.
You can get the easy money. You can bet on FanDuel and get the motherfucking money.
Yeah.
Nigga, I've made $1 million on my iPhone every year for the last 12 years.
Right.
We just being transparent, nigga.
That don't mean he the millionaire that I'm talking about.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no millionaire. No, I'm just popping on my shit, and I swear you to run up if you want to.
Nah, this shit real life, dog. This is real life.
I'm about all that bullshit, but at the end of the day, it's about the money. It's about me trying to teach the next motherfucker. If I can't teach you, I have disserviced you. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I can't spread the game around to y'all spread this shit out. Man, you know what a nigga told me about the biggest form of hating is not congratulating the next player. The biggest form of hating is not congratulating the next nigga. If a nigga show you how to make $2.5 million, if you don't congratulate that man, you a hater.
Whether you make it or not.
No, if you say, why did he make it? Why did he make it and I didn't make it? You a fucking hater. That's the biggest form of hating. If I say, why can he make it and I didn't? No, nigga, you a hater. If anything, you can say,
how can you not be happy?
That nigga made $2.5 million.
If somebody got it right, how you gonna not be happy?
You know why? The God gonna bless you when you say,
that nigga did that.
That's motivation. Like, damn, I don't know if I got
God
it right.
gonna look out for you when you say that
I can
nigga
get it
did
right.
that
He gonna bless
shit,
you
bro. And I
twice.
can do the same thing,
Right,
but 3
right.
times. So that's why I think we need to get back to, man. Congratulating people that have come before us are people that's peers. Making $1 million. Yeah, I made $1 million, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I tell the world, I made an M.
Right.
I made an M.
Yep.
But what does that mean if I can't show this nigga, that nigga,
How
that
I did
nigga,
it.
this
That's
one,
what Major Justice
that
said.
man?
It ain't
What-
about the
What
about
difference
making
does
the
it
money.
make? What difference
About
does it
being
make
a
if I
millionaire,
can't show the
how many
next
millionaires
person?
can you make?
There you go.
How many
Yeah,
millionaires can
you
you
know
make?
why?
How many millionaires can you make?
You won't
Major
make
Justice
less
said
money.
That shit, and that shit was real. That shit
Right.
stuck with me.
You
'Cause
won't
I done
make
made
less
my
money.
million, but how
You know
many
what I'm
more
saying?
millionaires can I make?
You won't
I
make
like
less
that.
As
money.
a black man, that shit is important.
I like
Maybe as other people, I don't know how important it is, but as a black person, as a black man,
Right.
that shit is important, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is very important.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if
It's a
you
necessity.
make it,
It's a
it
necessity.
feels
Listen,
like,
bro.
you know what I mean? You have a responsibility.
You won't make less
You know what I
money
mean?
if you show the next nigga how to make
How to
money.
make a million.
Exactly.
So check
Yeah.
it out.
You
So-
won't make less money if you show the next nigga how to make money. You're not gonna make no less money.
So check it out,
Niggas
right?
think that you're gonna make less money, bro.
Everybody's not able to go out and make $1 million.
Yes, the fuck they
All
are.
right, check it out. Hold on. Check
Right,
it out,
right.
right? But there is a formula to get there. And one of them formulas is home ownership. All of us homeowners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody could become a homeowner.
Right.
That home grow equity. That home become a tool. You could pull equity out that home. You can invest in that. You can
Right.
invest that equity.
Right.
So, first thing first, get your credit together. Buy you a house. That don't require you a lot of money. That don't require you a lot of know-how. But that gets you on the path to investing.
Right. I call it investment literacy. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to invest in like the simple things like home ownership. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, the stock market. You know, just on a minimum level. But learning how as a young age to invest in the stock market and actually pretend like it's not there. And then when you become our age, you looking at it as, oh man, I didn't even
You
realize.
touched
I
on
had
something.
that.
Because I'm big on that. When you say pretend that it's not there, I'm big. Me personally, I'm big on
Right.
saving money.
Right.
I think people underestimate saving money.
I do.
They really do.
They saving money.
I do,
is
bro.
very
Yeah, me too.
valuable.
I'm not a
underestimate,
big
bro.
Because
fan
everybody
on-
want to be so quick.
No, I'm not a.
But-
I heard Donald Trump. Donald Trump said some shit in his book, dog, that really stuck with me, and it's still to this day right now.
Right.
He said that nobody got rich in this
For
world
saving money.
putting money under the mattress.
It's not necessarily saving it.
Yeah.
It's
Invest
where
in
you
the
save
money.
it.
It's positioning
You
yourself.
like to stack it up.
It's saving
You
money.
like to
Because it's
stack
still
it up.
saving it.
Positioning
If I put it in the stock
for
market, it's
opportunity.
still saving.
It's still
That's
saving.
what it's
Saving.
about.
The
That's what
area
it's
that
about.
I'm putting
But what
in.
he's saying is
See what I'm
stacking the
saying?
money up and seeing the money
saying
grow.
Save your money, stack your money up,
And looking at it.
position yourself so when opportunity comes knocking,
Yeah, that makes sense too.
you there. You see what
Because
I'm
without
saying?
being in
Because
position, it's just a good conversation. But if you're in position, it's an opportunity.
it's about being in position.
Bro,
Because when opportunity
I'm gonna
comes
be real
knocking,
with you, bro.
if you ain't got no
I
money,
ain't never
you
saved
can't do nothing.
more than
You can wanna be a
$100,000,
millionaire all
but I
you
ain't
want
really
to.
There's
invested.
plenty of
But
opportunities
it take money
that
to
I
make
had.
money.
Yeah,
At the end of
there's
the
plenty
day,
of
it take money to
opportunities
make money.
that has come upon this group that I had to say, hey,
I ain't never.
I could not participate in because I didn't have the money saved.
I've
You know what I'm
never.
saying? And then there's been opportunities where I have been able to participate amongst us brothers because I did have money saved. So I do understand that the concept of having money saved because the
don't
worst
believe that,
thing
bro.
you want to do, the worst thing you want to do is see an opportunity that's right in front of you that as
you
a
can't
group
jump
And
that
you
comes
lose out
out
on. That's
and I
FOMO.
can't be a participant because
That's
I gotta ask this white guy,
Oh,
hey man,
Can I borrow?
can I borrow $50,000 because
Yeah.
I want to be into this. I want to get
ask
into
the white
this.
guy just killed me. I'm dead.
You get what I'm
No,
saying?
I understand what you're saying. Look, I'm gonna
I
put it to you
understand
like
that.
this, world. I've never had $100,000 that I ain't threw at or something.
Right,
Yeah, you got to invest your
Anytime
money.
I get $100,000, I'm throwing it at something.
and
gotta
that's
put some
a
money.
good concept.
The
And
money-
I'm not.
the
I'm
money
not.
gotta
some
make
of us
money.
are a little
I'm not
more.
watching. I'm not.
We're a little more,
Conservative.
No, but understand what I'm saying though.
Understand what I'm saying? But I understand what you're saying.
No, money gotta go make money.
Yeah, it gotta go make money. We gonna put it out there. I think it's back to the streets.
If I get $100,000 check,
Right.
I'm not thinking about retirement. I'm thinking, how can I
flip this 100,000?
And in 5
Or
years.
how can I?
So you're putting 100,000 soldiers to work.
If you in the street,
Period.
if you got 100 G's,
in the bank.
you ain't gonna go buy 1 pound.
Right. That's
I ain't
What you
putting
gonna
it in
do?
the bank.
You gonna go get a 20 pack.
Right.
You wanna get
I
a
ain't
big
putting it in
pack.
the
You
bank,
see what I'm saying?
Well, fellas.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Let me say this. This conversation could go on
No, Rico.
for
No,
days.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
This conversation
In
go
the
on for
street.
days.
We
But
not in the street. Ain't none of us in the street. We
I
all
got
legit, man.
another conversation
We
that
grown
I want to touch on, and I want everybody to touch on. But of course, we're gonna get back to this because as we do this podcast, speak on it, this shit get deep, and we gonna get deep.
And nigga
You
was
know what I'm
speaking
saying?
on it.
We gonna and nigga was speaking on it.
Nigga
You know
was
what I'm saying?
speaking on it.
And if you paying attention, it's a lot of shit to speak on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a lot of shit
But
to learn.
I
It's
got
a lot of shit to
a
learn.
question. Cause we got a brother here. You from Atlanta? I'm from Atlanta. But we got a brother here from
Decatur to be exact.
We got a brother here from New Orleans. We got a brother here that told us like once upon a time he done, you know, some conversation we could talk about and some we can't. You see what I'm saying? But I'm always conscious.
99.99%.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say 90% of them shit.
But what I want to come back to is when we come back to the next episode, you know what I'm saying? I want to start off with my brother N.O. telling us a story about the N.O. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans, by the way.
About the 12?
About the
Man, nobody give a
about
fuck
the
about
milk.
the 12.
About the Cali, I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Candy man.
You want some uptown stories?
Magnolia. You know, I want some uptown stories.
You want to know how you got that name Candyman? How did he get the name Candyman? Let him say. Time out.
My brother Weezy got
I want to be the moderator.
Decatur stories. I do too.
I got good
Atlanta,
stories. I got
Decatur
hustler
stories.
stories,
You know what I'm
pimping
saying?
stories. Shit, I got stories.
My boy Jake got stories. But what we want to know,
I gotta be careful with my
what we want to
stories.
know, that's what you got to do. So we want you to know. So on the next episode, we want you to edit names.
I'm going to be the moderator.
We want you to
I don't know
edit
about that.
names. And we want you to,
I don't know about it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about it. I don't know about it. I'm going to probably pull that shit out
Yeah, I
of you.
can't tell you.
But
Hey man, we want to know some of these stories.
I wanna be the moderator.
At least one.
You want to know why I left Minnesota?
We want to know why we left New Orleans. Yeah, we want to know why you left
know.
New Orleans. And we want to tie that in. We're going to tie that in.
The nigga smart. The nigga know Atlanta. He nigga felt Atlanta. He went felt Atlanta.
And we want to talk about where you went, where you came from, you know, how you know what I'm saying, you know, all, you know, what rap.
Nigga been all around the West of Minnesota.
But that's what we want to talk about, man. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode.
That nigga went from New Orleans.
You see what I'm saying?
What made you go from New Orleans to Minnesota, we don't know. But hold that thought. We're gonna tighten it up on the next episode, and then we're gonna get a little bit more about everybody, man.
What we gotta touch on is
What's
the
that?
fact that we really indulge in this entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we
No,
definitely
we're
gotta
gonna
get
get
into
to
that
it.
I think we glazed over it for these young niggas, man, because they gotta know that.
That's why I said some of these stories actually tie into this.
I can give you a game plan on how you can
a
really
9
make
to
yourself
5
money.
is perfect, but at the end of the day, do you want to live a perfect average life? You want to bet on yourself. That's the difference.
Now the
you
question
understand.
is,
Hold on. This man understands you got to have a 9 to 5, and you got to bet on yourself.
now I asked my wife this though.
But
I'm gonna ask you.
Time out.
And this is a cliffhanger. This is not a cliffhanger, but this is an area that I want us to touch on the next episode. Would I be happy? Does it take $1 million to make me happy?
No.
Or does it take $200,000 a year or $300,000 a year to make me happy?
You gotta figure
Because you know sometimes we
That's
reach for that million.
That's a really good question.
Depending on how you make it.
We reach for that million.
That sounds crazy.
$200
$1 million make me happy, or 200 make me happy.
I mean, my wife
Of
talks
course,
about
$1
a man
million
all
gonna
the
make me
time.
happy, depending on how I'm
because-
getting to it.
Because
the question is, can
a
you
mentor,
That's what we were
a
brought up
mentor
on.
is $1
$1
million
million.
woman. You know?
But at the
So,
end of the day, what is happiness? Is it time or is it money?
We're gonna wrap this
it
thing
can
up.
be both.
No, fuck it can't.
But let's, you know what I'm saying,
Money
like I
don't
said,
bring you
in the
happy.
next episode, we're going to talk
Time.
about it.
We're gonna
You know
dive
what I'm saying?
into
We're going to dial into it.
Time.
But until then,
The time that we got
until the
amongst
next
each other.
time, or whatever the case
That's
may
what's
be,
gonna bring
I
us
want y'all to
happiness.
tune in to speak on it. You feel what I'm saying?
That way.
Speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to give your comments. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got Weezy, we got N.O., we got Jinx. You know what I'm saying? We all got our all got our social media. We got Shaky Shivers. But guess what? You're going to have to tune in to the next time to get all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Easy to
But if
feed,
you
man.
like what you like, subscribe to the channel and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Where the ladies at?
Easy to feed, man.